sort of settling in, and they're going to show the Mountain Crest kids they can play.
3 ball, short, rebounded by Crosby. Crosby kicks it back to Putu Tau and Hall, baseline. Out front to Crosby, long 3.
Tyler's just not, he's just a little bit off tonight. Has he made a 3 yet tonight? He's missed quite a few.
He's missed 3 here in this period.
But, you know, Tyler's streaky too. He'll get going and he'll hit 3 in a row.
He's got 6 points all in the first half.
There's a nice play.
There's Johnson.
Well played.
Foul.
Nice little pick and roll. They rotated through and executed that really well.
Gage Ferguson
picks up number 3. Johnson will go to the line. Johnson with 2 at the half. 4 here in this third period. I'm looking for a couple more and a chance to cut that Mountain Crest lead into single digits. Pier 49 Pizza, one of our sponsors. Pier 49 always provides a pile of pizzas. That's if you have multiple pizzas, it's called a pile. And they provide those for our crew before each and every game. Pier 49 Pizza, fall in love with pizza again. Johnson hits both, and it's an 8-point game.
This press is really giving the Mustangs trouble, and that was not a good play.
Worley has it tipped, and then he gets it back. Webb, 3. Got it!
J-Bo's hot.
He ended the half with a 3, and in his first action here in the second half, he knocks down a 3.
I'll tell you, when he gets this way, you just keep feeding him the ball, because it'll go. It'll just keep falling.
11 for Webb, and that's the difference in the ball game right now. An 11-point lead for Mountain Crest after Wasatch had cut it to 8. Putu Tau with an ear steal.
Got to help.
Murdoch spins it up and in.
Mountain Crest isn't rotating and helping on defense as well as they did in the first half, and they got to get back at that.
6 for Murdoch, excuse me, gentlemen, all here in the third period. Putu Tau, a lob from Worley.
That's a good play. Again, looking up court, keeping the ball up court and watching for them all.
13.
Great athlete.
Putu Tau leads all scorers. Taken away from Peterson. Wasatch with their 10th turnover. Knowles all the way, off the glass and in.
Good. And that's the difference in Tanner's game this year from last year. He's really learned that he can go to the hole and be aggressive. Use his size, use his length, and get to the basket.
Knowles with 4. Worley looking to knock it away, and instead he fouls Jackson.
Still not as impressed with the defense on Mountain Crest side as I was in the first half. They aren't rotating through, they aren't helping as much, and that's helping Wasatch get some good looks at the basket.
Both teams have gone 9 deep. Webb's done all the scoring for the Mountain Crest bench. He has 11.
Guys are setting pretty tough picks, and the Mustangs seem to be fighting through them pretty well.
Looks like Hall's going to pick up a foul.
That's okay.
No, they're going to give it. Yes, they are.
Eddie Hall is called for his first personal foul. 16th foul for the Mustangs.
So with 42 seconds to play in the third period, Mountain Crest at 6 personal fouls. One more, and it's free throws for Wasatch. Only 1 foul on Wasatch here in the second half so far. Turnaround. Jumper won't go, rebounded out of there by Hansen, and a foul, and that's going to put Wasatch in the bonus for the rest of the game.
I think if you want to pick another theme that I think I'm already seeing early that watch this Mountain Crest team play over the years, they're aggressive with their hands, and if they get in foul trouble, it's going to be a problem for them. They're going to give up points at the free throw line. This is way too early to be in the bonus.
That's 15 fouls on the game for Mountain Crest. No harm done as Hansen misses the free throw.
Well, no harm except for they're going to be in the bonus now. That's
the rest of the game.
That's the problem, and they've got to be more careful about that.
Chance to score points with the clock stopped. And trail does Wasatch by 13. Wasatch trimmed a 15-point Mustang lead down to 8. And now Mountain Crest has it back up to 13 with 8 seconds to play. Shank kicks it out to Hall. Hall, three-pointer, short, rebound.
Too bad.
I said Shank, I meant Knowles. It was Knowles with the board as well, and .1 on the clock. Not really any time to do anything with it for Wasatch. Bring Ballstat back in for Murdoch.
Cooper, Ballstat.
You know, if Mountain Crest, if this becomes something they do all year long, they're going to have to play 9 deep because they're going to give up too many fouls. They're going to have to keep people on the floor, and that you know, that's okay. As long as you understand what you get out of it. And what Mountain Crest gets out of it is those quick steals, those long, fast plays, a lot of cheap baskets, but they can't go in this early.
That's the end of the third period, 41-28, Mountain Crest.
Here at Lewiston State Bank, we offer lots of different loan products to meet your needs. We're happy to work with you and hope that you would enjoy working with us.
We had to take out an automobile loan, and so we came into Lewiston State Bank, and she was so good. She worked with me really, really well.
We are proud to have been serving our customers for over 100 years with personalized, friendly service. Please come in and meet your new friends at Lewiston State Bank.
Back at Mountain Crest High School, Eric Olson along with John Worley, 41-28. Mountain Crest leads Wasatch as we begin the fourth quarter, and Wasatch scored more points in that third, John, than they did in the whole first half.
They looked good. They came out and played aggressively. I liked what they did. They showed some energy. They didn't roll over and play dead after a poor half. They obviously had the coach gave them some good things. Maybe they saw a few things they could work on, but I think it was just more energy than anything else.
Well, Mountain Crest still staying pretty consistent. In the first period, 14, second period, 14, third period, 13. You know, we talk about a nice ball fake there.
Good shot. They're shooting better, too. Wasatch shooting the ball much better this second half.
You talk about scoring by period. In high school, you don't want to have more than maybe one single-digit period. 2 single-digit periods can usually spell doom for you, and Wasatch had those in the first and second period, and they may have dug themselves too big a hole. Let's see. We'll find out in the next 7 minutes and 15 seconds. And Wasatch came out in that zone, John, and they're staying in it.
Well, they stayed in the game. I think it's good. If Mountain Crest keep rotating the ball, they're having a hard time getting it in. They're rotating it around the outside. Mo's got to go to the hole. There you go.
You'd like to see him be a little bit more aggressive on that, wouldn't you?
You know, you have a tendency against the zone to just think you're going to, there's nothing on the inside. Actually, if you can get the ball in the middle and go out the lanes, penetrate, you really can hurt a zone. Go to the hole, pitch it back out, get your three-point shots. So that offense is designed to do that. They just need to go at the hole a little bit harder.
13 turnovers for the Mustangs, 10 for Wasatch. Wasatch looking to cut it back to a single-digit lead for Mountain Crest. Right now it's 11 points. Hilo, baseline jumper won't go. He hasn't really been able to get it going.
There he goes.
Pututow, nice catch. Gives it back to Crosby, who skips it. Cross court to Worley. Crosby looking at a three.
He's just not there.
Will
tonight.
not go.
Just struggling tonight.
0 for 4 in the second half. Ballstat pulls up, puts it in the bottom of the net.
Cooper, Ballstat.
8 for Ballstat. And it's a 9-point lead for the Mustangs.
The press is what's getting us. It's getting us out of our rhythm. I think that's it's creating a problem for Mountain Crest.
5:55 to play in the ball game. 41-32 Mustangs. Skip past the Webb, and they look to Pututau. Pututau to the middle, to his left, and he leaves it short, but he'll go to the line.
And Mo might have traveled there, but again, they got the ball to Mo, and then he attacked the basket and found the holes in the lane.
Yeah, when you see a big guy get the ball down there like that, you'd like to see him get to the iron.
Well, that's what you have to do to beat the zone. You know, it's not about shooting a three-point ball. It's about getting the ball inside, and as you do that, then you actually do have a better opportunity to shoot the ball from three-point line.
Pututau hit his first free throw. He's missed his last two.
You're not going to see Tyler Crosby have a night like this very often, and when they get that ball inside and Tyler gets these kinds of looks, even if he hits half of the shots he's missed tonight, Mountain Crest is up by 20. So the offense is working. It's just early, and they need a little more time to get gelling together.
Webb with a three-pointer in the third period. The only one for Mountain Crest here in the second half. Pututau misses both. Ball step, three ball. Grimm's out of there. Rebounded by Wasatch. Hansen loses it off his own foot and out of bounds. 12 turnovers now for Wasatch. That would have cut it had that gone. That would have cut it to a 6-point lead. But we go the other way, and Mountain Crest still leads by 9. Knowles. Right down the middle now. Two Mustangs kind of in the same spot. Another turnover for Mountain Crest. 14 giveaways by the Mustangs.
You know, I said earlier in the game that I was surprised that people were going to try and press Mountain Crest, but they haven't shown well tonight. I think that they've shown a spot of a weakness. They've got to work on that. It's early. They got a lot of time to work on it, but you've got to be crisper, more crisp.
Hallstatt, three again. This one's short. He's got kind of a push shot, doesn't he? Worley skips across court to Crosby, and now straight away to Hall.
Good.
Kirby with the bounce pass to Crosby.
Boom!
There
you go again. What we talked about. Rotated around, they got the ball inside. Kirby looked across the lane, did a good job of getting it across it to Tyler, and he spotted up for three.
Gives the Mustangs a little more breathing room. A 12-point lead. Johnson
good.
Was hot from the other elbow in the third period, and that one won't go, and a rebound foul on Wasatch.
Tanner did a nice job there. Found the man, found his body, used his body, got a good box out, and they got the reward with the foul.
Hansen picks up number 2, 3-team fouls for Wasatch. Mountain Crest over the limit as we approach 4 minutes to play, and Mountain Crest with a 12-point lead. They've led the entire way. It was a 3-point game about midway through the first period, and then Mountain Crest blew it open with a 14-0 run.
Kirby's got to go stronger. Good rebound. Oh.
Kirby misses, Knowles misses, and this one goes out of bounds, and Johnson looks up from his seat in the paint and says, how's it not a foul?
Kirby's going to learn. He's got that big body. He just goes to the hole instead of fade away. You watch here. He doesn't. He fades away instead of going to the frame, and that made the difference.
Knowles on the inbounds play. Showed the ball with one hand, went up with the other, and he'll go to the line.
You know, the other fun thing about watching these guys play is, and I'm sure other teams are like this, and I'm close to this group of boys, but they like playing together. They have fun playing together, and they enjoy working hard together, and that will make a difference down as the season goes on, too.
Crest hasn't had a great night from the line. 8 free throws. They're 2 of 8.
Well, that's because they've been watching the Aggies play too much.
Is that it?
Can you believe the Aggies? The Aggies have just been not shooting the ball very well.
How many front ends of 1-and-1s did they miss the other night against St. Mary's? That St. Mary's was a quality team.
There's no question they were, but the Aggies could have been in it if they'd have made some free throws.
That might be the best team you see in the spectrum.
I think you're right. The guard is amazing.
Yeah.
Dellavedova, is that his name? Oh, got beat on the back door. Great play. Oh, that was nicely done. The Wasatch played that well.
Johnson with the hoop.
2 points, Jackson Gordon.
Actually, it was Jackson that came up with it.
good.
Knowles again to the hole. Knowles again will go to the line.
I like this from Tanner because he hasn't done this in the past. He's been content to sit outside and shoot threes, and he can shoot the three. But if he gets this part of his game down, he's going to be a lot more valuable to this club.
Tanner Knowles.
Knowles, 6'3" senior. Mentioned his dad was a great athlete here at Mountain Crest. As Wasatch takes the timeout. His mom was as well, a good, great volleyball player. So he's got, I guess he's got the genetics for it. He looks like he can play a little volleyball too. Look how long that kid's arms are.
They don't play men's volleyball in high school, do they?
Oh, no. Not in Utah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I watched BYU play men's volleyball
and they're one of the top in the country.
That's a fun game.
Yeah.
That is a fun, high-energy game.
They're one of the top programs in the country.
Oh, they're great. Eric, I think this is a great game for both these clubs. I mean, Wasatch, bigger school, first game, coming up and saying, hey, we're tough and scrappy, we can play. Mountain Crest, a chance to kind of get their feet on the ground after football season. And if you look at Mountain Crest's schedule now in the next couple of weeks before the holidays, before region starts, it's a tough schedule. It's brutal. They play a lot of big schools, and this is a good start for them.
Speaking of schedules, if you look at our Valley Channel schedule, as Knowles' second free throw is good. Knowles with 1 of 2. We'll take a look at what games we have on tap for the game of the week for basketball, the next timeout we get. Right now, Mountain Crest, they led by 13 to begin this period. They still lead by 13.
Mountain Crest got a little more energy on defense. Yep, and there you go. Eddie was there to help that time. That's good.
Allstat with the foul.
I think we've seen Mountain Crest play nothing but man-to-man defense tonight, and that's good. It's kept their energy up, and they'll move to it. They'll get a zone defense put in, and that'll help them as they go. But Greg Buckmiller's teams are always going to be based on man-to-man defense.
Here's Kirby.
Good.
Finishing from the left side.
Good. There again, they beat the zone by coming inside and playing to Kirby that time instead of kicking it out. He went right to the hole.
Kirby with 6. Now out to a 15-point advantage. Murdoch with the 3, won't go. And he said, hey, my arm got hit.
He forced that one a little.
You know, he looked funny when he released it.
Yeah, he forced that one a little. They're going to stay in this press. It's been working for them.
Well, why not? You like to win every game, but these don't count anything toward your playoffs or anything like that. These early games, work on your stuff.
Well, I think that's why I say I think both coaches will go away from this feeling good about what they were able to accomplish.
Knowles, 3. Got it. Knowles has been aggressive here in the 4th.
He can do that. He can hurt you from the outside.
9 for Knowles after having just 2 at the half. And we've got to start thinking about a player of the game, John.
Well, it's spread her out. So you got a tough choice here. Yeah.
We've only got 1 certificate. I guess they can go. They can go
get
share.
The kitchen sink, yeah.
At Angie's, you can get good for 1 free kitchen sink for our player of the game. You know, Knowles has played well here in the 4th. Put this game away. Putu Tau's been pretty solid throughout, and Webb came off the bench to score 11 points. I mean, I think those are 3 guys that I've looked at as we look at our SC Needham Jewelers middle of the block sign of the clock, and Mountain Crest in control as we're under 2 minutes to play. SC Needham Jewelers, where Utah gets engaged. Well, let's look at our upcoming schedule for the Valley Channel for the game of the week. Remember, you can see us on the Valley Channel, or if your friends are somewhere else or wondering where to get it, you can go to thevalleychannel.com and pull it off of there or off of YouTube. On demand, usually with Comcast as well. Well, tonight, Wasatch, and on the 30th of November, it's Clearfield at Logan. Then we see the Skyview Bobcats for the first time on the 5th of December and against Fremont, and back to Logan for a date against Ben Lomond on the 14th of December. In January, we've got a game every week. Highland at Skyview, Logan at Mountain Crest, Skyview at Logan, Mountain Crest at Skyview, and then we roll out and finish the rest of the season in February with Mountain Crest and Logan, Logan at Skyview, Skyview at Mountain Crest, and Bonneville at Logan.
Great schedule. What a great thing, too, to have our kids be able to play on TV like this. I think this is another great part about being a high school athlete in this valley.
There's looking like a backdoor pass goes the other way. Well, you know, we talk about those sponsors at the first of every game, folks, and if you like seeing these kids on here, make sure you visit those local sponsors, Icon and Lewiston State Bank, Wendy's, Cache Valley Hospital, Discount Tire and Automotive, Salt Lake Express, S.E. Needham's, and the Logo Shop. I'm sure when you go see them, tell them you appreciate their support of the high school sports here on the Valley Channel. Shot goes, are they going to count it? Jake Larson gets to the hole.
Jamison Webb, his first.
Webb picks up his first.
Foul. At the line, shooting a 1-on-1, Jake Larson.
And they're going to say it was before the shot, so Larson with a chance for his first points here in the second half. His free throw won't go. Rebound by Pututau.
I think Mountain Crest has rebounded well for the most part tonight, too. They've boxed out well, and the fundamentals look good. That'll bode well as they get into region play.
Yep. Mentioned the sponsors. Another one, too. We talked about Pier 49 Pizza earlier. Make sure you go and see them. I'm telling you, it's the best pizza around. They got that Little Italy. It's got a little bit of a kick to it, a little bit of spice with it, and they use kind of more of a ranch sauce instead of a marinara sauce.
I've never had that.
Awesome.
I guess I'm going to have to go try
awesome. And the first time I ever tried barbecue chicken pizza,
I like that.
It was at Pier 49, and yeah, they have the best barbecue chicken pizza.
Well, you know, it's only 7 o'clock. My wife's headed to the musical tonight. I'm going to be home alone, so maybe I'll stop and get some Little Italy pizza. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, I think it's called Little Italy.
All right.
Their pizza.
I may do that.
Free throw doesn't go. Wasatch coming the other way. Webb.
Watch this. Watch this.
Gives it to Hall behind his back to Pututau, and it doesn't come up past his knees, and the big man has trouble handling.
Eddie got just a little too fancy. I thought he was gonna oop that up at the frame.
Also checking in number 12, Spencer Coons.
Buck Miller's going to his bench to take another look at that.
Watch this.
Fast break.
Oh, I thought he was going to put it up rather than over behind his back. Couple of new faces. Spencer Coombs, a junior, and Caden Buckmiller, a junior. They're going to be key players, JV squad, and they're going to be key players in the future for this program. So it's great to see them get a little time. And they're sporting orange shoes, too. I like the orange shoes.
Everybody on the team's got them.
Maybe we should give the player of the game to the orange shoe guy, the Nike guy.
Rebound put back by Dorius. Off the bench for Wasatch. Dorius hits the board and puts it back.
Oh.
Webb has it taken away after he really just got pushed off the ball, and then Webb takes it back. That was a little rough. Izzy Ballstead.
Committed by number 23, Izzy Ballstead, his first personal 8th foul.
Getting in the game and getting in the scorebook.
And for the Mustangs, number 15, Anthony Peterson. And also
15 seconds to play. So it's all over but the crying here at Mountain Crest. A 52-36 lead for Mountain Crest. Webb with the 1-and-1.
What does that put Webb? Does that make him
That puts Webb at 12. Pututau has 13.
Well, I think you're going to see both of them a lot throughout the year, so either choice would be good.
And now in for the Mustangs, 23 gauge.
Webb makes both. You know, I think we are going to see both of them a lot during the year. And let's give it to Pututau. He had that 7-point first half, and then in the second half, when Wasatch was making a run at it, he put some points on the board there in that third period to kind of quiet that down and get to 13, as well as playing good defense and really hitting the boards. So John Worley will go down and he'll find Pututau after the game and talk with him, and he'll be our player of the game. Halo goes to the line and gets on the board. He's played a few minutes in each half here tonight. scored 1 point. Ferguson with the rebound, and that's the end of the game. 54-37, Mountain Crest with the win. We'll take a timeout and come back with our player of the game right after this.
Clark Salt Lake Express and the airport shuttle have merged and become one.
So we still have doorstep service, and it's about the same price as it was before. Our focus now is to try to provide as many opportunities for people who need to have the ability to get to and from Salt Lake when they want. They don't want to wait at the airport for 2 hours. They also don't want to be driving around the valley when they get here.
And you bring us to a location that leaves on time.
We'll have another vehicle take you here to save time comfortably, and that main vehicle goes 12 times a day on schedule, both leaving the valley and coming back.
Okay, we're standing here with Mo Pututau, the player of the game tonight. First Mountain Crest win, first player of the game for you. Probably lots more to come. Great job. How'd it feel being on the floor?
Felt good to get your mind off some stuff that happened bad last weekend, but
it was a tough game, Mo, but you played great. It's good to get on the floor. I thought a couple times you were going to tuck it and run for a touchdown rather than go to the hole. We thought you were going to get that alley-oop behind the back slam there.
Well, we had short practice, so coach just told us to come out here and do our best and play hard. So
what do you think, Mo? Are we going to be able to pull this team together with some short practices and get ready for the region and compete well?
Yeah, knowing the kids on this team, I think we'll be able to learn pretty fast. I mean, we already have a bond, so it'll be pretty easy.
I agree. Well, great job. Congratulations. Go have some ice cream, and we'll see you around. Okay. Great job.
All right, thanks a lot, John. Mo Pututau, 13 points. J-Mo Webb off the bench with 13 as well, and the Mustangs win 54-37 over Wasatch. You've been watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel, and it was brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness. Never give up. Lewiston State Bank, your hometown bank, with a new location at 3rd South and Main in Logan. Wendy's in Cache Valley. Quality is our recipe. Cache Valley Hospital, your first choice in healthcare.
You're down 6-0.
Discount Tire and Automotive, so much more than a tire store. Salt Lake Express, from your door to the Salt Lake Airport, 12 times a day. S.E. Needham Jewelers, where Utah gets engaged. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's television station. For John Worley and the guys doing the hard work in the truck behind the cameras, I'm Eric Olson saying see you next time on the Valley Channel.